Hey friend, breathe gently, dim your screen. This moment, we will enter Beijing's Forbidden City at first light. No queues, no shouting tour groups, only dawn and you. You stand beneath the Meridian Gate. Cool stone presses through your shoes, while faint wood smoke drifts from distant cook fires. Above the yellow glazed roof, the sky still carries a bruised jade tint. A second breath steadies you. Step forward. Paving slabs polished by centuries of boots look wet, though rain fell hours ago. Guards roll up night watch banners smelling of drizzle and candle grease. Lanterns gutter, braziers close, darkness retreats. A single magpie lands on the ridge tile, shaking silver drops onto the yard. In the Ming era, the bird meant fortune. In the Qing, it meant gossip. Either way, its cry shivers the silence, then disappears. You cross the golden water on a marble ramp, flanked by dragon heads, frozen mid-snarl. Each footfall knocks a soft echo between chambers, carrying you from myth toward reality. Ahead, the gate of supreme harmony looms like a sleeping mountain. Its cedar doors remain barred, yet the outer courtyard wakes. A eunuch's split bamboo broom scrapes pine needles into perfect spirals. Pause. Inhale resin, incense ash, and yesterday's candle tallow. Exhale modern tension. During the Ming dynasty, only the Son of Heaven and his chosen attendants could stand here before sunrise. Some clerks allegedly logged dawn noises to prove cosmic order. No ledgers survive. Historians still argue whether this was literal or symbolic. Angle east. Maidservants wearing slate jackets hurry past with lacquer trays. On each rests a porcelain bowl tented by thin paper. Tribute tea whisked into pale jade foam. Steam unrolls like tame dragons. Red gates frame the Imperial Garden. Cypress trunks twist upward, branches trained into calligraphy strokes. You trail a fingertip over patterned brick. Crushed seashell flecks glimmer beneath dew. Stone lions crouch at the path mouth, paws locked on granite spheres representing distant tributaries. At the garden pond, mandarin ducks glide between lotus roots. Classical poets used paired ducks to whisper about forbidden love. Behind you, a bronze bell chimes the hour of the tiger, 4:50 by the ancient scale, ordering shutters to open. The first sunray touches a roof, finial, gold enamel flashes, then settles into butter. Your stretching shadow joins legions before you. If this stroll is easing your breath, light another lantern with us each week. Tap subscribe and return when the next gate opens. Cross a side bridge onto a white marble terrace. Frost glittering along cloud-carved balustrades dissolves under a caretaker's goose-feather brush. Match his patient strokes within your pulse. A servant girl balances a copper urn. Steam curls while she pours water into a bronze basin meant to warm the emperor's inkstone. Calligraphy cannot begin with cold ink. Court calligraphers judged perfect ink by how steadily it dripped from wolf hair brushes. They dusted milestone scrolls with crushed pearl for sheen, pearl ink. Vanity or coded blessing. Arguments continue. Step into the hall of clocks and watches, roof shaded by ginkgo leaves. Gears tick beneath painted dragons chasing jade pearls of time. An English chiming clock gifted to Qianlong rings one crystal note. Silence swallows it whole. Sunlight slants through lattice onto copper clepsydras. Droplets fall like patient heartbeats, proving serenity can be engineered. A curator oils a wheel with camellia seed, nodding to you as fellow voyager across moments. Imperial horologists reset every clock at dawn by watching the polar star's last wink. Servants feared touching pendulums might shave years off their life. Superstition or reverence, the wheel still turns. Leaving, you carry quiet ticking inside your chest, a metronome of peace. Turn toward the pavilion of cheerful melodies. Musicians rehearse bamboo scales. Notes flutter like kingfishers above unseen water. Your heartbeat sinks to their cadence. A chef hurries by with a basket. Inside, rice cakes flecked with osmanthus petals rest on banana leaves. Honeyed fragrance lingered. A kindness at dawn. Stone guardians crouch before another threshold, mouths alternately open and closed. Inhale, exhale. Let them teach breathing. Ahead, a cloisonné sundial sits on a tortoise base. Astronomers once logged its shadow to verify heaven's harmony. Rest your palm beside the cool line of shade. Feel marble. Breathe beneath. A clerk unfurls a mulberry scroll to tally palace firewood. Brush strokes whisper like moth wings. Ink smells faintly of pine soot. For a moment, you hover between droplets of black, suspended in timeless calm. Follow the aroma of roasting grain toward the grand imperial kitchen. A cedar door stands ajar, releasing a ribbon of warmth. Bronze cauldrons bubble millet porridge, surfaces puffing geysers that burst and vanish. Cedar rice bins exhale misty plumes. A cook stirs with a paddle broad as a boat oar, each swirl meditative. Another attendant threads lacquered duck on iron hooks above glowing charcoal. Ginger, scallion, and star anise drift in layered spirals, weaving a tapestry of spice. Hunger flickers, yet feels serene, like a candle steady in still air. The palace once employed nearly 2,000 kitchen hands. Breakfast broth for the throne passed 3 tasters before the jade spoon. Security or ceremony. Records favor both. Washerwomen nearby slap indigo robes against marble basins. Soap root foam dances over water, smelling of mugwort. Linen snaps in rhythm, teaching cloth to breathe again. Silk banners drip on lacquer racks. Sunlight filters through crane embroidery, painting traveling stories across your arms. You re-enter the corridor, footsteps hushed by woven reed mats. Somewhere deeper, a bamboo flute repeats its scale, guiding you toward the heart of morning. Part 1 ends here. The city still unfurls beyond the turning. Return whenever calm calls. Turn toward the pavilion of cheerful melodies. Musicians rehearse bamboo scales. Notes flutter like kingfishers over water. Your heartbeat sinks to their gentle cadence. A chef slips past with a covered basket. Inside, rice cakes flecked with osmanthus petals rest on woven leaves. Honeyed fragrance lingers. Breakfast for a prince who may never wander ordinary streets. Stone guardians flank a threshold. One mouth open, one closed. Inhale, exhale. Life carved in rock. Let them anchor your breathing. Ahead, a cloisonné sundial sits on a tortoise plinth. Court astronomers once logged its shadow to verify harmony with heaven. You crouch, set your palm beside the shadow line, and feel slate freshness soak into skin. A clerk unfurls a scroll to tally palace firewood. Brush strokes whisper like moth wings. Mulberry paper smells faintly of alum. For one heartbeat, you hover between ink dips. Suspended time. Glide to the 9-dragon wall hidden off the main axis. Glazed dragons coil in lapis, ivory, and jade. Their scales once shouted imperial power. Now they shimmer quietly. You trace a blue tile. Crackle glaze holds centuries of expansion and repair. Calm lives in that patience. A corridor of red lacquer columns guides you toward the palace of tranquil longevity. Each column came from a single cedar trunk, floated downriver, then painted every 3 years. Imagine the painter's ladder creak, brush laying vermilion skin on wood, stroke after meditative stroke. A side door opens onto the grand imperial kitchen. Steam greets your cheeks. Bronze cauldrons bubble millet porridge. Cedar rice bins exhale warm grain perfume. A cook stirs with a paddle the width of your arm, each swirl steady as breathing. Another pins strips of duck onto an iron grid, so dawn heat glosses lacquered skin. Ginger, scallion, and star anise curl upward, weaving patient spiral. 2,000 kitchen staff fed the palace at peak. The emperor's soup was tasted by 3 officials first. Safety measure or ritual courtesy. Scrolls tip both ways. Beyond the hearth wall, Washerwomen bend over steaming basins in the Imperial laundry court. Indigo robes slap against stone, water glistening like liquid glass. Soaproot foam swirls with the scent of mugwort, a herb believed to chase evil. Linen snaps in rhythmic claps, a soft drum teaching cloth to breathe again. Step between drying racks. Silk banners ripple overhead, catching sun in translucent waves of crane and cloud embroidery. Light slips through, tinting your skin with wandering stories. Follow a moss-lined alley to the Imperial Pharmacy. Kangxi-era physicians compounded powders by lunar phase. Pestles click against porcelain mortars, tiny metronomes of healing. Resinous agar wood burns in braziers. Smoke curls in lazy spirals. Breathe in ginseng, dried chrysanthemum, and a whisper of orange peel. Archways appear, square, then circular. Square frames authority. Circle embodies harmony. Choose the circle. Shoulders relax as geometry persuades muscle to release. Inside the studio of vernacular poetry, an attendant places plum blossom paperweights on Zaitan desks. Ink files. Close your eyes and let the tune rearrange your heartbeat. Rest. Rise slowly from the scholar stone's whisper. A knot grass path leads north toward the moat. Sparrows dart ahead, sparks against dim red walls. Each step taps hollow where engineers carved drainage channels ages ago. Cypress cones crunch, releasing citrus pine scent mingling with fading incense. The corridor widens into the gate of Divine Might Plaza. Officials once dismounted here, surrendering rank before entry. Air tastes brighter, laced with street vendors boiling soy milk beyond the ramparts. Pause under a bronze caisson ceiling. Gilt stars catch the newborn sun, as though the sky has folded down to greet you. Clouds blush above the roofs, promising fortune to all travelers this dawn. Cross the arched bridge. Water mirrors vermilion beams and golden tiles, trembling where a carp surfaces, ripples spreading like quiet applause. Archivists wrote that carp persevere, swimming rapids to become dragons. Watch it vanish. Carry that lesson in your pulse. A final marble landing returns you to Meridian Gate's broad shadow. Guards in modern uniforms chat softly, unaware the old rhythm beats beneath their boots. Turn once more to memorize tiled oceans, silent halls, measured drums of history in your chest. Bow to emperors and servants alike. Calm belongs to whoever listens. Step through the arch. Beijing traffic hums, yet a thread of Forbidden City dawn stays woven through your breath. Keep it and walk on.